That's the rule of comedy. If you're gonna say something mean, it better be fucking funny.
Right.
Because if not, you're gonna have to. You can say whatever you want on that stage. You can't tell everybody how to react. You know what I mean?
What's been happening? I feel like most comedians are now being targeted when it comes to like public spaces lately. You know, we recently had a situation with a certain somebody getting jiggy with it, slapping somebody. You know,
y'all a magnet for the hands.
Right.
What's going on?
I'm so glad we brought this up. I've been wanting to talk about this shit. It's I'll speak on that specific situation. My perspective of it, I think coming from Will's side, that slap wasn't meant for Chris. You know what I mean? That wasn't specifically for what Chris said on that stage.
Ooh.
Will processed and was like, you getting slapped for that. I feel like Will has been the butt of jokes for the past 4 or 5 years, ever since the 2016 shit. He didn't even go to the Oscars in 2016. They were protesting it. He had to sit home, listen to people make jokes about that shit. The August Aslana shit, they're talking all that shit. Now we back here and I'm here. It ain't about me, but it's really about me. I'm about to win this fucking Oscar. They didn't bring me here and put me in the front for nothing. It's so much going on. It's so much in my head. He just decided, not you, not here, not tonight. And if I gotta go up there and slap you, the next nigga is gonna know not to do that again. You know what I'm saying? Right. I truly believe that. I don't believe that there's any ill will from Will to Chris. I don't know the men, but I don't believe that. I do want to take a moment and say shout out to fucking Chris Rock, bruh. I know he wanted to touch his face when he got slapped because I know that shit hurt it.
He took it like a champ, huh?
He fucking took it. He kept it professional. Because if 2 black men would have started fighting on that stage, that's gonna be the whole story. Is 2 niggas fighting at the Oscars, bruh. Fucking look at Chris Rock and look at that's a professional. He took a slap from a 6'4", 5 nigga, and he was getting bullied his whole life, and he kept it moving, bruh.
I 100% agree. I definitely don't think that slap was for Chris Rock. It's a combination of everything that's been going on, and that was the lightning in the bottle. That was the last straw, and he was just like, you know what? I'm tired of this shit, man.
He was legit
literally
fed
I'm
up.
tired of this shit, man. It's a lapse in judgment on his part, and like you said, Chris Rock for any grown man to take a slap from another grown man. It's a slap. It's one thing to get punched and you to take the hit or the fall or whatever, but for you to get slapped, that's such my natural response to a slap is to go at your throat.
Yeah.
He made the better decision, especially being a black man. And I said this on our show when we was talking about it. That would have been tragic.
It would have been tragic, bro.
For him to go at it. Yeah, he would have saved face for himself as his manhood, but at what cost?
Right.
You know how people already perceive black people anyway.
Even if we all know it's not the case, it's gonna be perceived.
It's gonna be perceived that way.
I've almost been approached on stage before. I was doing a show out here. I won't say the name of the venue and shit, but I was doing a show out here, and it was like more of a sketchy venue. There was this couple, Hispanic couple, and this lady, she was there with a couple of her friends. She had on this blue dress. It was 2 of her friends, and then there was some dude behind her, and she was just chit chat, talking through my whole set. So I started going back at her, we riffing and shit, and she started riffing at me, and then she did something to close her legs, and I was like, thank God she just closed her legs. We can all take a breath now. Just like. And I swear to God, as soon as I got done saying
like that,
now her fucking husband said boink and beeline straight down the aisle for me. He bald headed Mexican cat. He's walking on there like Will. There ain't no smile.
That is hilarious.
But I don't go do no shows, especially if I'm in Sacramento without some of my niggas. I know how I get. I talk a lot. I bring some of my niggas.
I would have been on the flow laughing,
bro.
It was a tussle. They started, the security of my homies. They tussle with him. They exit him out the room. Everybody's like, oh my God, the thumbs up like it's good to go. And the first thing when I got the mic in, I was like, anybody else want to say some shit?
What it sounds like is you had some good security there,
man. Shout out to my
that's
guys,
a short distance.
Shout out to my guys over at Smoking Joe.
I mean, this has got to be like 10, 15 feet, but we got a video here of another recent incident that happened. It took place with Dave Chappelle 10, 15 feet before he got a good run on the stage, right?
He's sitting in the front row.
He's sitting in the front row.
He bought this ticket.
Yeah.
He bought this ticket.
Purposely knowing what he was getting ready to do.
That's not a cheap ticket, man.
Oh, I know. This Dave Chappelle Netflix series.
He's a rapper too.
That's scary.
Is that right?
That's what came out about it.
Yeah, he made a song called Dave Chappelle.
Wow.
That's one of his biggest songs. It's a terrible song. It's a terrible song.
Spell garbage.
Garbitch.
But look at Dave. Dave takes it, doesn't go down, turns his hips,
right,
and then he stumbled down with him, bro. Dave's not a little dude, bro.
Yeah, and Dave, but also Dave ain't no spring chicken either.
No,
like
he's
for
not.
him to stay up, like that could have been bad.
That could
Right.
this could have been really, really bad. We laughing about it and shit right now, and it's easy to laugh at.
100%.
And if I would have woke up that Sunday and Dave Chappelle would have been dead,
right,
Off of some shit like this.
in front of everybody on stage, I don't know if comedy would have been the same for me. You know what I mean? So,
Dude got more than one thing.
Oh, he got.
You see him at the stretch?
they had that boy arm.
He was knotted up,
Hey, security got they licks in.
looking
They's like,
like-
Dave, you want one of these?
looking like Hunchback of Notre Dame cartoon version when he had knots on demand.
Yeah, you guys seen the episode of Martin and shit when he comes back from the
Oh,
fight.
yeah.
Just thinking.
Oh,
about
yeah.
that.
That's really speaking volumes to the importance of having security that are really actively on it. Now, you probably had your boys there; they weren't really hired as security, but they had your back.
Yeah, they could tell what
You know.
time it was because when I start talking like that, I'm not a big shit talker to the crowd. I might talk shit about myself or talk shit about a topic, but I'm not picking certain people out unless you're talking. Then now we talking together. So, and even if I do make a joke about you, the door's not locked in here. You know what I'm saying? You could always walk out. That's gonna hurt me more than you coming up and thinking you gonna clown me. You ain't gonna never clown me.
Right.
If you get up and walk out, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna think about that. Like, damn, I made that person feel so uncomfortable with my job. They left. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ever want to make somebody who come out for joy
Right.
have to leave feeling sad. That's not the point of comedy. Not in my world. So
You had a comedy show. I think you need to be prepared for that.
It's-
Like I feel like that just comes with it, man.
Facts.
It's the same thing being at SeaWorld. You sit in the first couple
you
rows,
might
you about to get wet.
a little bit. It's
Like, that's what I'm saying.
That's part
I
of
would-
the show.
Some people just take that shit so personal,
Right,
And
right.
it's like, why are you gonna go to a comedy show with a fucked up ass attitude? Like that just doesn't even make sense to me.
I'd be scared.
That's the rule of comedy. If you're gonna say something mean, it better be fucking funny.
Right.
Because if not, you're gonna have to. You can say whatever you want on the stage. You can't tell everybody how to react. You know what I mean? First thing I always say if I see them, especially if I said something to them on stage, is thank you for being a good sport. Always. It's just you got to acknowledge because they ain't forgot.
Right.
So
Very
don't
true.
make them think you forgot either. You know what I'm saying? And
think that this is the age of clout, meaning that you find that these people are now going to start trying to do this to have a trend.
let's look at the history of human beings. That's just how we move. Once
Right.
we see something work and you get a little 15 minutes of fame, why the fuck would not? You saw the guy, I don't know if you guys saw the guy that tried to start a fight with Mike Tyson at the comedy show. This is real. Now this monkey see, monkey do. You feel emboldened. You see that it's not too much real repercussions. And I don't think before people thought it was like security or some mystique, but I think them seeing it now and it ain't too much bad shit happening.
Right.
It can embolden somebody to be like, oh, I'm about to go knock this comedian out and get my 15 minutes of fame because I just knocked out a comedian who was talking shit.
Right.
That's going to get you some clout on the internet for sure. But like I said, something might happen to you too.
Right. That one
You
chicken
might
arm.
knock a comedian out, but you also might get knocked out by a comedian. That shit's gonna be real bad. I tell you right now. Maybe it's an opportunity for somebody like myself to make a video about fucking comedy show etiquette. You know, there's a lane to show people, yo, when you come to these shows, sit your ass in the back if your pride is too high. You know what I mean? If you can't fucking take a joke, sit in the back. Trying to
part.
come out and learn how to be in these settings. And so I take that in consideration too. Not everybody who's there is trained and ready for that type of environment, but they're trying to get used to it and they're trying to experience it. And so, you know, you can look somebody in the eye when you're on stage and see they don't want to fucking. Don't say that. Don't say that.
That class is in session. We about to learn today.
If the tequila's flowing, I don't know what I'm saying. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, as I believe you said on one of your shows, these jokes will slap back.
They will slide back, bro.
All right.
You know.
Was that Will Smith?